Well, welcome everybody, and welcome to people out there in MCAS land. It's a very important morning for Emmaus College this morning because we are this morning going to be presented with the Victorian and Tasmanian School Canteen of the Year for 2019. I know it's getting late into 2020 at the moment, but due to COVID restrictions, we weren't able to have this presentation, so I'd now like to invite up Mr. David Edwards from ASCA to say a few words, and well done to everybody for the Emmaus La Strada School Canteen. Welcome.
Thanks Tony, and thanks everybody for coming along. I'm not quite certain who I'm making this presentation to. It's in if put in the entry, but it's a team thing, obviously. No canteen school would win this award if they didn't have a great team working in the canteen. If they hadn't got a great team that actually helped construct what you've got there, and it's not supported by the kids in the school, so it's really important that you do that. Just, I'm sure most of you know something about ASCA, maybe the students don't, but we're a not-for-profit organisation set up over 40 years ago. This last year was our 40th anniversary, by 18 principals in Victoria to save a bit of money for the school canteens. And then the number of schools that were working together grew, and it became an association. It was originally the Canteen Association. Started making some money as well. What were they going to do with that? They set up a charitable trust. So all the money that ASCA makes, apart from its costs, goes into the charitable trust, and the income from that goes to support the education of disadvantaged kids. So last year, this year, finishing June 30th, we actually had records amounts going to charities. So there was almost 300,000 income from the trust went to charities this year, and did they need it? It's been a big year. So a lot of that comes because of the support we get from canteens such as yourself and from the students buying in the canteen, so thanks a lot. But we had a lot of interest, and just on a number of levels, the way, what you've developed here, we're always looking for a canteen that understands that in the end, if the students don't use the canteen, it's not going to be a success. But obviously they want to try and make it as healthy as possible as well. So, you've got that really good balance, well supported, and it was very competitive. But it was a difficult decision because some people said to me, Emmaus is in the 40th anniversary video, people will say, but no, that wasn't an influence at all. You were the outstanding canteen. We have a certificate, so it's the 2019 Canteen Award, but it is our inaugural award, and we introduce it particularly for the 40th anniversary of ASCA. And as long as you promise that this is spent in the canteen, I'll hand this over to you.
Won't fit in the pocket, never mind. Thank you. We normally shake hands and all that sort of thing, so just a couple of words. Thank you very much, David. Thank you to ASCA, and thank you in particular to a few people. Thank you to Gary Casey and Matt Anderson, who are heavily involved in the planning phase of this canteen. Thank you to our wonderful staff who work in the canteen, our La Strada canteen. And unfortunately this year we haven't really had our parent volunteers in here due to COVID restrictions, but 2021 we're hoping to have our wonderful parent community back assisting our workers in the canteen. And to our students, goes without saying, your support for La Strada is immeasurable, and you vote with your feet here. The queue is as long as you can imagine every day. The food is fantastic, the service is fantastic, and hopefully students, you realise how lucky you are, Bryn and Tiana, having such a terrific school canteen, because it wasn't that many years ago, it was nowhere near as good as this. So thank you, David, thank you, Kerry, and certainly this will go to a very good cause for the canteen.
ASCA ASCA's buying power allows us to give children more choices and better, healthier food. With the guidance and support of ASCA, we've been able to offer the children a lot more healthier choices. And we know that they perform better at school and at sport when they're eating healthier food.